Need a car, need it bad, need something better than what you had. Not sure what you want or where to go. Well, there's one place that you need to know. SVG is the place for me, where you get superior value guaranteed.
Welcome to another episode of SVG Motors Weekly. Hopefully this week you're going to learn something, you're going to be entertained, and you're going to have lots of fun. So guess what though? If you missed the show, you can go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to SVG Motors Weekly, and you can catch any one of the old shows. So sit back, enjoy the show.
Hey, welcome to SVG, little fella.
I'm looking for Steve. Yeah, there's Marshall.
Okay, 1 second. Hi there. What's up?
I'd like to sell cars.
You want to sell cars?
Yeah,
You want to sell cars?
I want to sell cars.
Okay, well, come with me. We're going to do a little test.
So, what's your name anyway?
Alex.
Alex, nice to meet you. I gotta tell you, you're pretty bold. So, let's start with this car. Do you know what this is?
A Dodge Charger.
A Dodge what?
A Charger.
Okay, and
Dodge Charger.
what's this?
A Hemi.
That's a Rumblebee. I think that's a
That's a
Rumble.
Hemi.
I think it's a Rumblebee.
It's a Hemi.
You think it's a Hemi Bee?
Yeah, it's a Hemi.
You might be right. You might be right. Well, let's look under the hood here. This is where everything matters. Do you know anything about engines and stuff?
This is the Hemi.
Oh, okay. Well, you're right about
The
that.
Hemi shaker.
It's a shaker. What's that big hole in there for?
The shaker.
A shaker? What do you mean a shaker?
The engine shakes.
The engine shakes?
It needs enough room to shake.
So it shakes like this?
This.
Really hard like that? What else can you tell me about the front of this car?
Well, we got the secret.
What does this thing do?
If you're too close to a car, the whole car stops automatically.
What?
If you get too close to a car, the whole car just stops automatically.
By itself? What? Are you serious?
Yep.
The car will stop by itself.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Like, I drove it before, and the car just stops.
That's new technology. That's pretty cool. Man, that's impressive. That's impressive. All right, well, let's move around this side of the car. What about these wheels? Now, I got a question.
20-inch.
These are 20-inch wheels?
I like the black ones better.
You know, I like the chrome wheels better. You know, everybody's kind of going with the black wheels these days.
I like the Brembo racing brakes.
The Brembo, yeah, those are Brembo racing brakes. That's, how did you know that? I mean, you are impressive, Alex.
I took them on a race. I took them on a racing track.
You did?
Yeah, and I raced it. She stopped.
Stops good?
Yeah, she
So when
stopped
you're
really
going
good.
fast, you want a car that has good brakes or bad brakes?
The whole thing stops from the back, and it's like, and the whole wheel goes, and the whole wheel stops when it spins and stops where it is, and then the whole thing, and then it stops before it can hit a car, because we got that, the camera, when you get too close to a car,
It has to stop. Yeah, you explained that to me.
and this helps do it.
Yeah, those Brembo brakes.
That
Hey.
helps stop the whole car.
And that was that's the Rumblebee, right?
No, it's the Hemi Bee.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I keep messing that up. I don't know why. I keep thinking that's a. What's wrong with me? Okay, so I have a question. Now we just got this car,
What's your name again?
Steve.
Oh.
So most striped cars, the stripes go that way. This
Mr.
stripes go up and down. Why do they
Mr.
do that?
Mr. Steve,
Yes?
sometimes things are this different.
Sometimes things are just different.
Yep.
Okay, I'll buy that. Okay, well, what about back here?
This is the secret backup camera. When you start the car, it lights. When you back up, and you almost get that car,
Yeah.
the whole thing comes up on the dash, and it tells you if you're about to hit something. It tells you when you're about to crash. So it comes up on the dash and you
So this is a video camera.
video camera. This is how you open the V trunk. Just take a look at that.
Wow. Wow. Alex, I'm extremely impressed with your ability here. Thank you. And do you know what that is?
This is the Phoenix bird.
Yep, this is our logo. So
It's our logo.
you got the right color. Now we just got to get the logo on your shirt like mine. You want to be a part of the SVG Motors team?
Yeah.
Do you? Well, I'll tell you got the right stuff. Do you have a driver's license?
You can make a thick one.
I don't know if that'll work.
No, I don't have a driver's license.
You don't have a driver's license? All right, well, you know what? I got another idea. But before we do that,
Make a thick one.
I don't think that's a good one.
Okay. No.
Let's look at the inside. Do you know anything about the inside of the car?
And the inside?
Let's
go.
All right.
Hey everybody, Jordan Silster at SVG Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Eaton, Ohio. Today I had the privilege of showing you the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica Tour L. Take a look at this thing. Chrysler did a great job when they came back out with the Pacifica. This is the most family-oriented vehicle out there today. Third row seats, stow and go seats, park assist, everything is the easiest push of a button. Check this out. Take a look at the inside. That center console actually comes out. It works as an armrest, it works as a cup holder. It actually comes out to give you captain's chairs in the middle. It gives you that extra passenger for the 8-passenger van. I want to show you guys how easy it is to stow and go these seats. It's super simple. All you do, you fold up the panel on the floor, it stays in place. Pull the tab, push down, put the floor back down. There you have it. It's as simple as that. Every single seat in here either folds down or comes out to give you the maximum room for your cargo. If you're going on a camping trip, you're going on a vacation, and you don't need the extra seats in the back, you've got more storage. Take a look at the back. So smooth. Same thing with the rear. You pull the tab, 1, 2, and stow. 1, 2. There you have it. As simple as that. Now in this particular model, the driver's seat is actually power. So at push of a button, it automatically slides the seat forward to give you enough clearance to get this seat down. So once the seat's up, same thing over here. Put the panel up. Fold the seat down. Put your floor back down. Now you might ask, what about this spare extra seat in the middle? It comes out too. It doesn't stow and go, but it pops out. It weighs about 35 pounds. Pretty much anybody can move it out of the way. Look at all the space in here. You literally can haul just about anything. A farm animal, drywall. You take a trip to the hardware store, pick up, if you're redoing your house. You can literally fit anything in here. You're taking your kids off to college. A small couch, a large television, literally anything will fit inside of here. Now you may ask, how simple is it to get your seats back out? Watch this. you have it. Now some of you may be asking, with the center captain's chairs, how do you access the rear? Just like this. On both sides of the seats, there's a lever you pull up, gives you full access to the rear. Now myself, I'm about 6'2". See how easy it is for you to get back here. I have plenty of room back here. I could take a trip in Florida to this, have all the leg room I need, complete comfort. Also, with the new Pacificas, for your kids and for privacy and to keep the sun out, they've installed sun visors in all the windows, the rear and the front. The driver and passenger don't have those, they don't need them. And meanwhile, if you don't have your seats stowed away, you can take advantage of the extra cargo room in the floorboards. Hide those valuable electronics, anything you need for on vacation, you can hide them there, no one's gonna know they're there. Let's fire this up and take a look at the driver information center in your 8.4 Uconnect touchscreen stereo. Push button start. And here's pretty much everything you need to know about your vehicle. You know, your fuel economy, any stored messages, what radio station you listen to, if your fuel is low. There's your current trip. It has two different trips, A and B. Your fuel economy, and your tire pressure monitoring system, and your speedometer. Take a look at this crystal clear 8.4-inch touchscreen. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Not only do you have your radio, your media, and all your climate controls, this thing also has apps. Yeah, your car has apps. Your phone connections, you want to pair your cell phone, you can talk through Bluetooth, you can send back text messages through Siri, your radio, here's your climate controls, driver's heated seats. This car also has Wi-Fi. Now, there is a subscription for that, but how cool is it? You can have Wi-Fi in your vehicle. So if your kids have their iPads, their Kindles, whatever they're playing with, and it has Wi-Fi capability, you have peace of mind while they're riding in the back watching their favorite shows. And here's some of my favorite hidden tech features. You can program 3 garage doors, open up, push of a button. Right here, you can open up all your doors by pushing the button. Ease of access for the rear. You might see these up here and ask, what are these for? This is actually a noise canceling device that was installed on these vehicles. What it does is it measures the outside noise if you're traveling on the highway or on the road. It measures it and it sends out static noise to cancel out unwanted noise. So, you know, a semi driving next to you or a loud car next to you, this helps make you have a quieter cabin while you're driving. Here's your gear shifter. Put that into reverse. It pops up the 8.2 megapixel rear camera. What's cool about this is park assist. So the closer you get to an object, the car is going to warn you. That way you won't impact anything. If you turn your steering wheel over and you see how the lines move, that's giving you your projected travel. Now, if you don't want to, use a touchscreen to access your climate controls, you can do it from the panel as well. This does have rear climate control setting features. Push button in the back for if you're traveling passengers, they can access their air conditioning or their heat. They also utilize a lot of their storage in these vehicles to give you the most bang for your buck. Change storage, extra flip out there. You got a USB port here, auxiliary here, and down here there's another USB port and another 12-volt adapter. Through your center console, it's a pass-through. So if you have any wires, going back to the kids or your passengers, if they need to charge their phone, charge their tablet, they can pass through here and won't pinch off your cables. All right, folks, there you have it. This concludes my quick walk around of the 2017 Pacifica. I can shoot as many videos all day long, but nothing compares to coming in, taking one of these out for a test drive and getting a real feel for it and see how it drives on the road. Please, folks, come in and see us. I'm Jordan, SVG, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Eaton, Ohio.
What's that?
It's a gas can.
Okay, yeah.
Gas cap.
This is like a sport type of...
Sport car.
Yeah, for sports cars. What do you put in there?
Silly gas.
Okay. Let's get inside of the car. All right. Can you Can you close it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead and start it. Don't hit the gas just yet. Okay.
Can I turn up?
You can for a second. Whoa! That's a pretty good speaker system, would you say? All right. So, what do you know about the inside? What can you tell me about the inside here?
This
I noticed that
was-
you just pushed that button. How'd you know that that was to start it?
You have to step on the brake before you turn it on.
Uh-huh.
You step on the brake. See?
Okay. So that just shut it off. Now let go. Now put your foot on the brake again. There you go. Look at that. There's the rumblebee again.
Can I run real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. That's impressive.
That was me.
Okay, so
I want to do it again.
let's talk to me about this. Is this so? What do you know about the screen? Because when we're
This
selling
is the
cars,
map.
you got to be able to tell people about the cars. So show me what you know here.
This is the Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah, that's how you. So we hook up our phone. Oh man, I'm impressed. What about how do you do the navigation?
Navigation.
And then what do? You view the map? Is that?
This is the map. It tells you where you are. and then
You know what? You probably could sell a lot of cars.
Then we it tells you where you're going. Every time you move the car, it tells you where you're at. Wherever you are, it tells you where you are.
So well, if I need,
It's a built-in GPS. A built-in GPS inside the radio.
okay, well, what will this tell me how to get to the closest McDonald's?
Like you drive to the closest McDonald's. It tells you where McDonald's are. Then you go there. You want to go right there now?
Well, if we go there, what do you like there? What do you order?
What do you order?
Well, I asked you first. What do you like
Sometimes
there?
I get the Big Mac.
Big Mac?
This is a
What about chicken nuggets? Do you like those?
Yeah,
What
can I-
sauce do you get?
honey mustard.
I'm with you. I like it, honey mustard. Okay, what about these buttons here? What's this right here?
This is the Jake brake.
It's the Jeep
Every
brake.
time you move, it's like slows you down.
Okay.
This is how you shift the car. When you want to shift it back, you use this one.
Oh,
when you want to shift it forward, you go this.
How did you learn so much about cars?
I drove this one, and then when I thinking this one goes that way, and I pressed it, and I was shifting backwards. Then if I press this one, I was shifting up.
Hey, can I see that hat you got there? You can't sell Chrysler. Oh, wait a minute. This is a Dodge. You have a Dodge hat.
Yep.
Can I wear it? Looks better on me. Okay. Well,
This is the horn.
all right.
Can I run it one more time?
One more time. Let's see what this thing's made of. That's where that shake comes in. Okay. All right. Well, let's shut it off. And I'm gonna tell you what.
I rubbed it again.
Well, Alex, let's go inside and talk.
If I was shopping for a vehicle for my wife or my family, I would do research. I would shop all the major Auto Traders, Cars.com, Guru, those big sites, get all the data that I needed. I would then find the vehicle that I liked. I would go to that desired location. Once I got to that location, I would hope to be greeted by a salesperson. High energy, I love the high energy. I would hope that they had a knowledge of the vehicle or know where the vehicle is. I'd hope that the vehicle was clean, looked like the pictures, described like it was online. If I had questions, I would hope they could answer. If they did all that and we went to the next, and I decided to purchase the vehicle, I'd love to go inside, and I'd like that salesperson to be able to do the same thing. I'd like them to explain everything. I want to be full transparent. I want to know everything. I'm going to be asked a ton of questions. I have a ton of questions because that's the way I am. I want to know. I would hope they can answer that. I don't want the funny business. I want to know A, B, C, D, and E. I want to know it all. Once we got through that, I would want to continue doing business with them. I want them like a friendship with them. It's like a friendship with me.
Hey guys, this is Craig here at SVG, here in Eaton, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and I want to show you the 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is where class meets the off-road. Look, when you guys think Jeep, you think off-road, you think fun in the sun, but when you want to go all classy and dressed up, what vehicle do you want to drive? You better do both of those. That's going to be the 16 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now with the Grand Cherokee, you actually have 4 engine choices. Now this one here is actually a limited, which has the 3.6 liter V6 in it, but you also have the ability to go into the 5.7 Hemi, the new 3 liter Eco Diesel engine, and if you want the full power, the 6.4 liter Hemi engine in it and the SRT edition. You talk about having some fun, that's the one you're going to want to jump into. Now look, talking about class, I mean just the awesome lines on this vehicle, but it still looks mean enough to get off on the trail, and that's probably one of the awesome things about this vehicle. But look on the interior, just some quick features. I mean, you've got the leather interior. It's got an 8.4 inch screen in there. I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we get around to the other side. You get into the second row here, you have plenty of room for your passengers. Also in the back seat, there is an outlet as well as 2 USB ports for charging. The awesome thing is, even your passengers here in the back, there's actually heated seats here for the second row passengers. Now as we continue walking around, one of the other nice things with the Limited here, it does have a power rear liftgate. You actually have to hit the right button. Now in this one here, this does have the cargo cover in there, so obviously if you're doing any shopping, you just have some of that stuff in the back. Really nice interior, plenty of room here in the back. There's actually, right underneath here, you're actually gonna have your full-size spare tire. Now this one here has a trailer tow group, which has the class 4 hitch on it with a 4-pin and a 7-pin plug-ins. Now the nice thing about this one with the Limited, you have 3,500 pounds max towing. But if you go all the way up into the 6.4 Hemi, you're gonna go up to 7,200 pounds of towing on there. Now also another feature, you do have an outlet here in the back. So when you do have some passengers, you have some tailgating, even if you're out on the trail, what better way to be able to have some of the power here in the back. Go ahead and close this and come on around. All right, so climbing inside here, first off here on the door, you're actually gonna see the 2 memory seatings. So obviously for maybe you and your wife, your significant other, each of you guys can have your own seating. What that's gonna do is when you actually hit the number 1 or number 2, it's gonna adjust the steering wheel and the mirrors to your position. That way you don't have to fool with them every time you guys get in. Obviously, your normal power locks, power windows, and mirrors are going to be here on the door. And kind of looking across the steering wheel as we come across here, you're going to have your hands-free Bluetooth, your voice recognition, cruise control. Now the buttons and the OK button that you see right here is actually going to cover the driver information center here in the middle. As we go through here, we can see tire pressure, so vehicle information, the 4-wheel drive information you'll be able to look at, fuel economy as you're going through there. You have your trip A and B, like everything. This does have the start-stop technology on it, and obviously this is going to show some radio information. The biggest thing with that is they're trying to help you keep your eyes on the road and with less eye movement and hand movement as possible. So that's why everything is here on the steering wheel and then very close for your visibility. And that way, again, so you're not having to move over your eyes, or what happens, everybody ends up moving their head to look at it, and it doesn't take long for anything like that to show up. Now here in the middle, you have your 8.4 inch screen. Now this one does not have nav, but it is capable. You would actually just get with the service department. They actually are able to hook navigation into there. It is a touchscreen, so with the touchscreen, we can actually, this one here has heated seats, a heated steering wheel, the mirror dimmer, you can actually adjust that, it is automatic. All across the radio here, different media you can plug in, your climate controls show up in here as well. Now down below it, you're gonna have your traditional buttons for your volume. It does have dual climate control, so that way the passenger and you don't always have to be on the exact same temperature. And all the other controls across there at the bottom. It does have an eco mode and a sport mode on here, so that way it's going to adjust how you're going to be driving. That way the engine and transmission, everything kind of functions a little different. Now down in here, you do have an outlet as well as an auxiliary port and a USB port. That way you can plug stuff in for media to be able to play through here. Down in here, you do have some storage. As you can see here, there is an outlet down there. Again, so now we're up to 2 outlets up front, plus the USB. Now right here in the middle, this is a really cool thing with the 4-wheel drive, is you are gonna be an automatic 4-wheel drive. It's gonna be able to do what it needs to do, but you have the ability to adjust the types of terrain that you're driving in. So you have sand, snow, mud, and rock. And obviously, different situations call for the way the wheels and everything are functioning at that point in time, especially sand. Just think about sand. Your wheels are gonna spin, but with traction control, most likely with those wheels that spin, it kind of stops pushing power. When you're in sand, it's gonna allow them to keep spinning. You're eventually gonna catch traction and be able to take off. And obviously you can lock her into 4-wheel drive low. This has hill descent assist on it. And when you were going down a fairly steep incline, you can actually turn that on, and it's actually gonna help you be able to control the vehicle going down. That way your feet are not on the brake the whole time. Now down here at the gear shift, pretty simple. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, but you do have the ability to go into manual mode. That way you can, again, you have more control over the vehicle, whether you're on the road or off the road. But that's it, man. 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Get out to SVG here in Eaton.
Is there something we can help you with?
I got this. Is there anything I can help?
Looking for a new car.
That blue one out front. Seen you driving it earlier.
That one's sold.
Sold? Man, did you buy it off of underneath me?
Someone else bought it from California.
California? It's a long way. Hey Alex, I gotta tell you, I'm really, really impressed with you. I just can't get over how much you know about the cars, and you got a bright future, but I got one question. Why did you tell that guy that the blue Challenger's already sold?
I wanted my mom and dad to buy it.
Oh, smart too.
Well, that wraps up another episode of SVG Motors Weekly. Just want to say thanks from the entire team at SVG Motors, and if you like what you saw in the episode, you can see more at SVG Motors YouTube channel. Subscribe to the channel and see a bunch of cool stuff. Also at Facebook, you can like us there and get more content there. So, see you next week right here, SVG Motors Weekly.